foundation routine come 2019. I'm gonna be reviewing the Fenty Beauty Foundation by Rihanna. The Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I wear the shade 310. Feel the vibe is contagious. Kind of routine. I don't wear foundation every day. The most I'll ever do is maybe a concealer. Other days, if my lashes are done, I'll probably just do eyebrows and no concealer, but my lashes aren't done, so I'll put on lashes. But first, I do eye makeup before foundation. I feel like people who do foundation then eye makeup, I feel like those are the people with really, really nice eyebrows, and I don't have really nice eyebrows. I feel like they're okay. They're thick. They're just not dark enough for me. I don't know. But first, and I will be curling my hair also. And this is kind of gonna be like it's kind of be like a 2-in-1 get ready with me. I'm not going anywhere because my man is at work, so I'm not going anywhere. First, I'm gonna start by clipping my hair back. I need to find a mirror. Where's my mirror? Okay, but here's my mirror. But for eyebrows, if you see me looking over this way, it's because this is where my makeup case is, so don't mind it. The vibe. But this is the eyebrow brush I use. I got it. It's really small. I got it from Walmart. It's nothing too crazy. One thing people get confused by when they watch these YouTube gurus or whatever, that you have to have like Urban Decay and NARS, and I mean, yeah, they're great brands, but you don't have to have that stuff, because there are a lot of drugstore brands that do basically the same thing. And for my eyebrow product, I use the NYX Tame & Frame. What shade do I use? I use a shade Espresso. Selfish, you know I want it. You be leaving working. You deserve a Birkin. Okay, but so now if you're thunder, it's because all of a sudden it wants to rain while I do my first YouTube video. But this is how it looks. If it moves. And then I start filling in the actual brow. Focus. But yeah, really before I start doing this, I put vitamin E oil on my start filling in my brows. So yeah, both of my eyebrows are done, and already I use the Maybelline, the big Colossal Big Shot. This is probably like my third time buying it. I really like it. So now it's concealer. It's time to conceal your brows. And I use Conceal High Definition Concealer in Warm Honey. But and I'll just use the brush. Then I take a blending brush. Now while I'm blending, I do like to kind of drag the concealer down in a way, because I also use this concealer as an eyeshadow base once I set it with powder, but I'll show you all of that in the next step. So once that's blended, I'll add a little bit extra concealer to my actual eyelid. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Not going around. And I then take my Color du Jour No More Shine Translucent Setting Powder. But I'll just dab the brush in the powder. Now, it might look kind of ashy or white, but that's fine because I'm about to go over it in eyeshadow, so it won't look as white. But whenever you want a more vibrant look, you'll probably want to do a white base just so the colors can really pop. For eyes, I'm actually using a contour palette. I'm using the True Complexion contour palette in light to medium. I'm take my BH Cosmetics brush in 9. I feel like this is good for packing on shadows and stuff like that. But I'm gonna take the Sculpt shade and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Okay, so then I'm gonna take my e.l.f. blending brush that I have to find. Oh, whatever. Well, I can't find that one. But I do use the e.l.f. blending brush. I don't know where it went. But I'm gonna use my Real Techniques blending brush like this. And I'm gonna get this contour shade, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start off right here, and then I'm gonna work my way inside, and then I'm gonna do it like that, kind of. got done blending, I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna get a lot of that highlights on my finger. And then I'm gonna kind of place it in the middle. So yeah, that's basically what I would do for an everyday makeup thing. I'm not big on like a whole bunch of transition shades and color. I'm like, and for my primer, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer matte. I have oily skin, so it's best to, if you have oily skin, it's best to use matte products, but not, I think sometimes matte can be a little too matte. But you don't want your face to look like you've been smacked with powder. You still want to look alive. You don't want to look casket sharp. That's what I'm trying to say. So now I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation. Okay, y'all, my mama called me mid-video, so she interrupted it. But I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty foundation, once again in the shade 310. I'm gonna squeeze it on the back of my hand. Usually 3 pumps is this much. Make sure you wet your beauty blender. So I'm just gonna dab that on my face. I'm gonna take my beauty blender, make sure it's wet, and you can use the flat side. This is an e.l.f. Beauty blender, but I take the flat side. All of this is blended out. It looks crazy, but it has to oxidize and stuff like that. So now I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna use the shade Pure Beige in my LA Girl concealer. Highlight under my eyes. I'm gonna do the middle, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and so first, I'm gonna blend out every other area except for But first, I'm gonna blend out every other part except for my under eyes. I like to let my under eyes sit for a little bit. That way it doesn't shear out. It can get a little tacky and I can get more coverage out of it. So I'm gonna do my chin, my cupid's bow, and my nose. Now when you do that, it kind of automatically contours your nose a little bit. I feel like I have a weird nose, so I can't necessarily contour it. I can just kind of highlight it and it'll do it on its own. Then I'm gonna do in the middle of my forehead. gonna take my color du jour translucent powder one more time, and I'm gonna bake with that once I find it. I'm just trying to shake some of the lid. I'm gonna press that in. I'm gonna go ahead and start curling my hair. Done. I like to save my front section last because that's gonna take a little time. I like to really take my time on it, but so I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics powder brush. It's the so once again, I'm it's mascara. I might pop on some lashes if I can find some tweezers. So yeah, you can stop right here usually and not do lashes. I'm do I have to do lashes? I'm gonna do lashes. So, but these are Kiss lashes and Page Boy. They're kind of thick, but then they're wispy at the same time. Okay, so now that my lashes are on, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Fenty Beauty. I'm gonna finish up my hair. So, this is the end of my tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.